I've been pretty down on the whole of the Final Fantasy X/10/2 HD remaster, and for good reason. It doesn't fix nearly as much as it could, the load times are massive, and it introduces a slew of audio issues. But there's one thing I wasn't quite expecting. Final Fantasy X-2 Last Mission. It's supposed to be the final word on the world of Spira, the capstone to the whole project. The denouement to 2 games worth of sphere-centric RPGing. Last Mission isn't 10 as you know it, hell, it's not even X-2 as you know it, it's YRP no Fushigina Dungeon. That's right, Final Fantasy X-2, the roguelike. And it's the last best hope for salvaging what is otherwise a pretty rough patch on this PS3 disc. So after being reunited by a mysterious letter, and a deep callback that I actually had to appreciate, YRP are back again, now climbing up a giant 80-floor tower of ever-shifting maps. A giant 80-floor tower that no one over the course of the last 2 games ever noticed, of course. Anyway, all the old rules are out the window. Now we're playing a hardcore roguelike where the dress spheres are applied in layers. That's right, just like Pittsburgh in winter, you're going to need underclothes on top of underclothes, but at least these ones give you superpowers. Mine just keep me warm. You can stack 5 jobs on top of each other, which seems like much, except your Gullwing of choice plays the entire thing alone. Completely alone, no friendly Pokemon or nothing. Unless you're using the trainer sphere, of course. You know, let's just get back to the game. It's a radical interpretation on Final Fantasy, sure, but not entirely unprecedented. Long ago, there was a ROM-hacked version of Final Fantasy V designed to play much the same way as this one. But if you're looking for the quality of your average Chunsoft maze crawler, you might be a little disappointed. The mechanics aren't very well documented, the whole thing lags like a mother, and this being a roguelike, you're probably going to die painfully the first 3 or 8 or 12 or 6,000 times. You've got a limited inventory of 20 items, everything else you come upon you have to either skip or use as an improvised thrown weapon. The mechanics themselves are shrouded in mystery, each sphere has its own stat progression, and heck if they show you what that entails. Your YRP also develops levels in HP and stats, which can be influenced by means they're not quite clear about, and you can gain new passive abilities and bonuses by combining spheres, but your 2 options for finding these combos are trial and error and the internets. I have to mention the problems that plague the other games on this disc, specifically a multitude of audio failings and lengthy load times. The music's not that bad by comparison, though it'll get tiresome really fast as a stage that'd take another roguelike a minute to a minute and a half to complete takes Last Mission 7 or 8 simply because every animation takes 5 ever. If you don't mind waiting, or you have access to some other means of dilating time, there's a lot to like in Last Mission's sheer audacity. It rocks a space along with Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings and Crystal Chronicles The Crystal Bearers as the boundary seekers, the games that stretch what a Final Fantasy game can be while still being recognizable. Samey, yeah, maybe Nomura's designs are falling in upon themselves, all Don Hertzfeldt style, and we need some new blood, but mechanically speaking, the whole thing's been put in a blender and reconstituted into a thick roguelike smoothie, which probably still tastes like math, and math is delicious.
Those were fun times.
I'm writing a book.